widening out trench 2, which was the trench that we put in to try and trace what might have been part of the ring ditch of a roundhouse, and where we had a potential drip gully or foundation trench yesterday. Now we've widened it, it almost looks, instead of constructing yet more of it, we're in danger of demolishing it. It's not as convincing, I don't think it's as convincing as it once was. What I think is significant about seeing a larger area in that trench brings home to you just how variable the geology is, and I think you've been encountering that in trench 3. I think now that we've got a bigger area, it just does show how variable it is. What we do have again are a series of post holes. They're all underneath the plough soil, so there's no problem about it being relatively early, and we've now got the entire extent of that burn feature with lots of charcoal in. So although the fight from the government's point of view, it may not provide us with good visual television, it will at least give us a reasonably good charcoal sample that hopefully might give us some idea about what's going on inside the hill fort.
Plans for tomorrow?
As regards to our plans for this afternoon, the whole trench is now being cleaned up and photographed. Probably now in a position to start sectioning. We will section the ring gully foundation trench just to confirm either what it is or what it isn't. We might get it wrong, but it's not looking as good as it did.
Thank you. Tracy?
Yep. Yeah, we opened trench 3 this morning, which is over a very strong set of geophysical results showing what appears to be a ring ditch from a roundhouse and a couple of other associated features. We've opened up a fair amount of that, as much as we're going to. We've also extended one half the other way as well. You've got a lot of what appears to be sort of medieval or later ploughing with a lot of Roman pottery in that. Below that, things get a bit messier. You've got natural periglacial stuff, you've got stony material in there. You've got at least one or two definite post hole type features in there. But we're just starting the main clean back to see if we can actually find this ring ditch. At the moment it's proving elusive, it's not showing. But you know, a heavy trowel clean back will hopefully show something more up than we've got. But there is a lot of pottery in there. A lot of Roman.
Francis thought he saw a piece of Iron Age pottery.
Yeah, there is one nasty gritty piece, and there's another possible nasty gritty piece.
Which is our single, evidence of Iron Age pottery from the entire site currently. So, have you got that back yet? I haven't seen it.
It'll be in one of the trenches, in the tray. One of the trays in the tray. I'll find it for you after lunch.
I think more will come out of that. New plans for that trench, Tracy? Big massive clean?
Yeah, big massive clean right the way through, and then start slotting stuff. Basically see if we can find a swing ditch, but otherwise put slots in features, which are nicely against the section, which gives us a nice little sectionated.
We're going to get you some more labour this afternoon. Anybody digging in that trench will have the benefit of a windbreak tent. So anybody who feels they're a bit spare, labour-wise, if you've got any spare people, just keep an eye on it. We've got a big area to clean back there, so Neil and I, Francis, will look around afterwards and go from there. Neil, you just started the trench, it's just early days.
Yeah, I think we opened up the trench the 3 weeks ago, very interesting, very unusual as I had before. So we've opened up the trench over the one half of the entrance, one half of what we think is the entrance to that enclosure. And early days, yeah, we've stripped most of half of the trench. It's not a big trench, but 6 by 2 was it? 6 by 3. So 6 by 3, we've done about 3 by 3, gone down to the usual depth, and we're starting to get clay coming up, so but we're just hitting the top of it yet, so we can't say to definitely, but we're there halfway through stripping that and getting down to the archaeology.
John? In terms of that geophys, apart from that square where Tony Star was, You have virtually covered the entire area yet, or where are you up to next?
We're heading towards the tent now, and that's going to be important that we get people to move the vehicles, because they're going to cause us real problems.
Keep an eye on various vehicles not being parked.
Yeah, we could really do with a couple of hours where there's no vehicles there whatsoever.
But you're not far off having completed the entire area.
No, we should be able to get most of it done this afternoon. There's a couple more ring ditches showing and lots of other interesting responses. It's pock-marked with what appear to be pits.
I mean, I think the critical, we feel like we're much more in an area of busy noise from the geophys, which is the more we come towards that further trench, more noise seems to be. So I think when we clean that down, we'll begin to get a feeling of what might be going on. We've certainly got more residual pottery out of that third trench than anywhere else.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of wood.
Francis?
Yeah, I think the obvious thing that jumps out is that we've got to get some more datable material.
From the features.
From the features, stratified datable material.
And I think that possibly plays into a trench that John's already marked out. John, you're reasonably comfortable that those should be pits or possibly even, something else, but the pits around the edges there.
Yeah, I mean, there's this peculiar place like a curving boundary with either sections of ditch. It's always one continuous feature that's got differential fills.
But that's in the enclosure, is it?
That's out just
No, that's just
outside.
outside. It's the potential ditch that runs along the entrance hollow that leads in from the entrance.
And I think that's because of the likelihood of possibly getting fines if it is a pit. Then I think there's a plan to have a look at that this afternoon.
And that would also give us a section of the ditch, would it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a double.
Well, we checked where that's gone in. I think Emma just did it round the edge of the pit and a bit further up. There's no reason why it shouldn't do both, relate the two together. Okay. Any other thoughts or questions? Neil, you got any?
Well, I'm looking forward to Phil digging out the features of this trench. So that charcoal one, I would be hopeful of finding something in that charcoal feature that he's got. It's a big feature. It's got, I would hope to get something out of that.
I mean, I think the thing that I get from listening to everybody is just how much we're all relying on having to hand clean the trenches. The geology is so difficult. And when no matter how clean you do it with a machine, and I certainly know that from what was happening on the trench that I've had, trying to define post holes in order to, you really do have to be able to see it.
I think just for those who are not familiar with it, this natural that we've got has been seriously messed around during the last ice age. So you've got ice wedges, you've got where the water's frozen and expanded and contracted, and so the natural is very, very, very variable. And one of the problems we're going to have is distinguishing some of this variability in the geophysics from man-made artifacts. I mean, I've wrestled with these soils for 40 years, and they're never, ever easy.
Good. All right. And thank